Guys, before we get into this video, I want to just give you guys a warning. What we're about to watch today is such unfathomable levels of cringe that some of you might not be able to survive it. And I'm not even being ironic. The thing is, what we're gonna be watching today is, I guess, one of the worst examples of Russian propaganda. And you guys know that I've been talking about this for years, and Russian propaganda is always pretty cringe. But what we're gonna watch today takes the cake, because it's not only cringe, but it's also like a scene from the movie 1984 or something. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, I gave you guys a warning, and now we can get into it. Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How you guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, guys, we're gonna be reacting to a pro-Russian Patriotic Z concert that was thrown in St. Petersburg, actually in March. This was a while ago, and I actually only really found out about it recently, and ever since I saw it, this has become one of my favorite videos of all time. In a perverse way, because it's fucked up. It's bad. Like, the fact that this exists is not good for anybody, okay? But it is funny because of how absolutely ridiculous it is.
Здравствуй, Санкт-Петербург! Здравствуйте, гости северной столицы! Слава России!
Yeah, so I was not joking when I was saying this is 1984 shit. I mean, look at this. Huge ass crowd, just people. This is what we in Russia call budretniki. These are people who work in governmentally subsidized jobs. So teachers, medical professional, people who work in factories and stuff like that. These people are usually basically sent to all these super patriotic events to create the illusion of overwhelming support by the people. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that like huge Z concert in Moscow in a stadium, and there were like tons of people with Z Russian flags and shit, and then right after the concert ended, you can see that all those Russian flags were just thrown in the trash, which was a very symbolic picture. That's a good example, because those were literally people that just work governmental jobs that are sent to these sorts of concerts and patriotic demonstrations or whatever under the threat of being fired. My mom actually has been one of those people for a while. She works in a Chelyabinsk tractor plant, and she would basically have to go to like pro-Putin demonstrations because they said that if you don't, we're gonna fucking fire your ass.
Кто из вас с самого детства мечтал стать героем?
Umberto Eco, your fascism, you know, become a hero, that type of shit, cult of death, you know what's going on here, you know what's going on.
Героем.
Whack ass response from the crowd. The crowd is dead. Motherfuckers sitting around with Z shit, but nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die for this shit.
Не расслышал. Кто из вас с самого детства мечтал стать настоящим героем?
This shit is so bad, man. Look at just the people. Like, nobody gives a shit in the crowd, dude. Like, these women are just like, these guys, this guy's just like, is this guy for real right now? Nobody gives a fuck, bro. It's like a combination of the rhetoric of the Russian propaganda and how people really don't actually give a shit when it comes to sacrificing something.
Кто из вас воспитан патриотически? Кто из вас любит свою родину до того, что готов поддержать своих соотечественников и единым маршем славить Россию! Слава России!
Nah, this is insane. This guy is so close to throwing up the aisle. Like, he's trying so hard not to do it. Now, you might be thinking, who is this Giga Chad looking man right here? Who is this? Well, this guy is actually a pretty famous Russian actor, Dmitry Dyuzhev, and he starred in some of the biggest Russian movies of all time. If you watch my channel, you might be aware of the movie Brat. Well, this guy actually starred in another movie directed by the same director called Zhmurki, Dead Man's Bluff. It's actually on Netflix, you can check it out. And also this guy starred in one of the biggest TV shows about Russian gangsters of the 90s called Brigada. So this guy is basically a super well-known actor, honestly an icon of that time. And this is what he's doing now. Oh, and also there's a lot of rumors about a coke addiction that he has. I mean, look at this guy, he's sweating on stage, bro. I'm pretty sure he snorted a good one before coming down the stage, you know?
Сидя на своих местах, я боюсь, враг слишком быстро справится с вами. Только стоя, уверенно на двух ногах, с поднятой головой можно славить свою родину.
This is insane. This is literally, yeah, there's an enemy that we have to rise against, you know. Everybody has to be a hero and shit and give up their life for the country. You know what's going on here. This is like 1984 shit. This is like 5 minutes of hate type beat. Like, this is insane.
Я не разглядел, ни один из вас не встал. Когда речь идет о родине, когда речь идет о предках, об основании Российской Федерации, когда речь идет о погибших войнах, отдавших свою жизнь в любви к родине и служению, и ныне я благодарю вас за этот жест, за эту мощь. Я кланяюсь вам до пола.
The fucking mic like sound. This is so bad. And just look like at the reaction of the people. People are just like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, these grandmas, a lot of them, like, if you look at them, they're like, what is this? Like, everybody is cringing in that fucking audience.
И ныне слава России!
Nah. He literally was about to throw out the Heil right here, bro. He thought that would be a little bit too on the nose, I guess, but I just know by looking at this guy, like, this is not a sober person. This is not normal behavior. I made videos in the past on how Russian propaganda is actually better than you think, but sometimes it proves me wrong, because this is awful. This is so bad. Speaking of propaganda though, it really always comes down to the way news and facts are presented. And if you guys do not want to be manipulated and actually want to have a decent grasp on the facts, I would like to recommend to you and tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Ground News. Ground News is basically a news aggregator on ultra settings. It's a news comparison platform that not only gives you breaking news as they happen, but also shows you all of the news sources for a particular topic and also gives you the political leanings of each and every single source. And this is super important in our modern world because sometimes, for example, reading the news about the Russian and Ukrainian conflicts can be very confusing and even misleading because different outlets twist the same exact events and facts and show them in a completely different light. And we're basically at a point when knowing where the news come from is as important as the news themselves. For example, this article right here, which is related to the UN Chief Guterres talking about the risk of nuclear confrontation being increased. As you can see here, Ground News shows me that there's a total of 76 sources that I can go and individually look at that have covered this exact topic. The bias shows me that 44% of the sources that have covered this topic lean left, so this is actually a blind spot for the right-wing media. I can go to every single news source and see their political leanings. So for example, here's our favorite, Russia Today, and it shows that it leans right, which is very correct. It has a low factuality, of course, and it is controlled by the government of Russia. I personally enjoy using Ground News a lot, and I find it to be a very refreshing way to consume information and news. Ground News is also available as a website and as an app for iOS and Android. So yeah, if you want to read news better, then go over to the link down in the description, which is ground.news/NFKRZ. Try Ground News for free, and maybe if you like it, subscribe and support the Ground News team, because I think what they're doing is really interesting and very important as far as making the news more transparent. Thanks once again to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. So, where have we left off again?
Слава России!
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Теперь я верю, теперь я вижу. Я благодарю вас за вашу горячую любовь. Я благодарю вас за горящие глаза и горящие сердца любви к родине. Для вас я исполню песню «На шаг впереди».
First of all, bro, you didn't get a good response. He's like, thank you for showing your patriotism and whatever. The crowd is dead. I'm sorry, the crowd is whack. They're not being Z enough. You know what they should do in Russia? Actually, fuck, I'm gonna give them ideas now. You know how there's these like reports in how in North Korea, if you didn't cry hard enough at like Kim Il-sung's funeral, they shoot you or something or put you in jail? That's what they should do here. If you don't cheer hard enough for Z and Putin, bruh, it is done for you. The whole crowd will be roaring. So yeah, he sings some whack-ass song while doing the biggest, like, the most insane facial expressions you can do. I mean, let's be honest, this motherfucker looks like handsome Squidward. Like, let's keep that. Nobody wants to hear this bullshit song. Let's see what he says at the end.
Всегда, когда страшно, помолись, попроси поддержки и помощи, и ты увидишь, как быстро она придет. Слава Богу за все. Будем любить Отечество и Бога. Счастливой жизни нашей родной матушке России!
I can't with this. Why are they showing these reactions, bro? They couldn't find one person in the crowd that's like crying or some shit. First of all, this is complete fucking nonsense. He's just like talking about love and God and the motherland or whatever. Just again, some reactionary fucking 1984 shit. This is insane. But also, why they pick like the most unamused reactions from the crowd? Like, who the fuck is filming this? I think the guy who's like the cameraman for this whole thing, he's secretly like anti-Putin, because he's like trying to get the people who look the most awkward and not into it at all from the crowd. Bro, I just know this motherfucker did like, bro, look at this man. I just know he did like 4 good lines of Colombian cocaina before coming out to the fucking stage. Look at his face, bro. It's fucking glowing. It's literally everybody in the crowd is just like, I can't wait for this shit to be over so I can get back to my fucking job. What the fuck did my fucking factory or my school make me come to this bullshit and look at this fucking insane man on coke on stage right now? Oh my god, this is amazing. And very scary too at the same time. Don't get me wrong, this is fucking scary. This is terrible. There we go, they got one. That lady started crying. She got patriotic and shit. She got that feeling. Why can't you find more of those? What's half the video just people like cringing? This is insane.
С любовью к вам, с пожеланием вам любви, радости и верной ответственности перед Родиной. Люблю вас.
Bro, how is he so fake? He's so fake. This is fucking insane, man. This is absolutely insane. This is literally pretty much televangelism at this point. Like, he acts like televangelist. I also want to show you guys another video of his recently. So this was in St. Petersburg. But also this guy, this actor, Dyuzhev, he recently also apparently came to Donetsk, which has been under control by separatists since 2014 pretty much, and is a big point of contention between Russia and Ukraine. He came there and this is what he had to say about the city. And I just want you guys to pay attention to the way he acts. This man is weird as shit.
Просто ехал, люди красиво одеты. Я думаю, как же так? Война же идет. Да я думаю...
Oh, bro, he said the funny word. He said the funny word. Jail his ass right now. Jail his ass right now, man. Anyway, let's continue.
Да я думал, тут люди, я не знаю, места себе не находят, не знают гармонии с миром и так далее. А я приехал в улыбающийся город. Да, нелегко. Да, непросто.
How's this, bro? I can't. How is he acting? Why is he acting like a fucking cartoon character? He's like, I came to a smiling city. Of course, it's not easy. It's not easy out here on these streets. Like, what the fuck is this? This man is weird as fuck. Why do you even pick him as the guy who would perform at the fucking Z show?
Да, это горе. Я приехал в Донецк, увидел своими глазами этот город и понял, что это просто сокровище, это бриллиант России.
Yeah, guys, Donetsk is the diamond of Russia.
Человеческого фактора и достоинства, героического, несравнимые ни с какой другой в человечестве эпохой.
Not comparable to any other era in humanity. There's never been anything more heroic than separatists in Donetsk, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this for a while. I mean, I've known about this video for a bit, but I just never got around to making a video on it. But this is 1984. What else is there to say? The insane rhetoric and propaganda, the people who are forced to watch this shit and like celebrate. I cannot believe this is happening. This is indefensible. There's a lot of Z motherfuckers that prop up with my comments here and there, but they cannot defend this. You cannot defend this. This is fucking insane. Anyways, guys, I told you, I warned you that this was gonna be unfathomably cringe, and it was. Regardless, though, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Hope you're still alive. Some of you may have passed away while watching this video, because it's too much. I know. For those of you who are staying around, thank you guys so much for watching this video. As well, guys, if you want to support me additionally, go down to the description. You can become a member of my channel. It's like YouTube's own version of Patreon, basically. And yeah, guys, this is gonna be pretty much it for today's video, though, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.